Allegiant Stadium for this opening weekend clash between LSU and USC. Welcome to the Modelo Vegas Kickoff Classic for what is now an SEC Big Ten showdown as the Trojans make their debut in them a year ago. Lance lining it up. We're just about set in Vegas. Underway, and it will be Thomas getting the first touch, and he had a crease, but a good job by the Trojan special teams. Nussmeier will throw quickly, and that's Kyron Lacey. First play, a first down for LSU.
So like we say, he will settle in quickly.
Well, 1st and 10 from the 38. That's on a little half roll. He'll fire again, and Lacey, I think he got a foot down again. Caleb Jackson in at running back for LSU. And the gives to Jackson, and the Trojans are there to stop him. Maybe picked up half a yard. Mason Cobb made the tackle. So a little out of field goal range, too close to punt. An offensive-minded coach. You know they're going for it on 4th and long 2. Nussmeier fires out to the flat. There's Lacey, and he's going to have enough for the first down. 3rd catch of this drive for Kyron Lacey.
That good hard count showed this blitz. See if the SC comes out of it.
There, Alexander into the game for SC. They protect him, and they get it out to the tight end, Mason Taylor. Taylor all the way down to the 20-yard line. And he's
Nussmeier to play on time.
Now 1st and 10, just outside the 20. Back to the ground, and running with the ball is Jackson, and Caleb Jackson showing that. I checked that 18. The offensive line has kept the Trojans from creating too much havoc, but that time.
There in the yellow shirt.
One of the things Joe Sloan told us, they're going to have to replace 1,100 yards rushing, probably about a dozen more carries for the back. A pass from Nussmeier to Lacey in the end zone. Did he get it down? He did not. He is ruled out of bounds. Kyron thought he had for Nussmeier. He'll throw the slant. He's got it complete, but his receiver will be stopped short. It's Kyle Parker.
And your guys, and you go for it here.
And sprinting down the sideline to call timeout. BK getting in his
pretty good job.
car. Can LSU pay it off with a touchdown? Pressure coming. They're on Nussmeier. He gets away, and he has to throw it away, and the Trojans get a stop.
Gap. Nobody picks him up. By the time he felt that, it was just too late. Good coverage downfield, and but it's a rule that's in place. Love to see it enforced once in a while from the officials.
Miller Moss, who was the Holiday Bowl MVP, 6 touchdown passes, has now completed his first 2 passes of the game. This one going
continuity big for this offensive line.
3rd down and 2. Pressure coming, and Perkins got back there and hit Moss, and the Bayou Bengals swarm. And just as Danton Lynn got a big stop to get off the field. Had 13 plays on that last drive. Got stopped on 4th down from 3. Nussmeier dumps it underneath to his back. Caleb Jackson will pick up another LSU first down to get 3rd down and 3. Nussmeier to Aaron Anderson. He tries to make a guy miss, and he does, and Aaron gets it up to about the 44-yard line. LSU first down.
And Alabama.
So a 3rd and 6 to try to keep this drive going. Nussmeier. Anderson has another catch, but he is going nowhere. What a tackle in the open field by Kamari Ramsey. SC setting it up, and there is Branch. Branch is electric. He's across the 45 and dances out of bounds just short of midfield.
Pull that offensive line off. The umpire felt that and made the call against the defense.
So Moss goes to work, and he dumps it out to Quentin Joyner. Joyner gets down close to the first down. I think see exactly where the
speed that you'd love to see out of an SC back.
LSU fans starting to make some noise, trying to the defense rise up to the ground. Easily picks up the first down as Joyner found a crease. Walking into practice during camp. He is a gargantuan human being.
He's listed at 6'7", 320.
Looks bigger than that. He made a big block there. Moss buys a little time. Puts it into traffic. Did he pull that down? Kyron Hudson.
A play. That's just a one-hand. Let me throw my hand up and give it a shot. That's between two defenders. Then if they loses the ball, I'm sure they're going to take a look at that to see if he held on to it. Well, maybe it's going to be up for end of the year, probably catch of the year.
That was sensational, and it sets the Trojans up in the red zone. Miller Moss back to work, firing for the corner of the end zone, and there's going to be a flag and pass interference as Moss tried to get it to Jacoby Lane, and Sage Ryan was a little tangled up with the Trojan receiver.
I think Lane has a chance to obviously be a go-to. They have so many targets, but I think Lane could emerge, especially down in this area for the...
They'll get it to Montana. He's into the end zone for the first touchdown of the season for USC.
Good job of staying on his block and sustaining this block. Very important here. Double team, then he takes over that. Starts as a double team. Watch him stay on that block, and the back gets right behind him. That's the look at our AT&T clicker
on that play as Michael Wentz now doing extra points.
Kind of gets it out to the flat there.
Kirk had to pick up a few inches for the first down, and Williams will get him more than that. He's out close to the 45.
Every inch of that 6'6" to get that football.
You know, and to Holly's point, Eric is one of the guys who's gained some weight. We've seen him play linebacker at barely 200 pounds. As quick completion, and Xavier Thomas has been noted as a return specialist, but they wanted to get him out in space to pick up.
We're projected starters.
Holly, we'll keep an eye on that for sure. Well, they've made the most of the guys that have been out there. Nussmeier spread the ball around. Nussmeier gets rid of it. This time Taylor sure-handed. He's got it for the first down, and Mason inside the 20-yard line, and LSU trying to answer Kamari Ramsey on the stop.
Has he thrown a ball yet?
Lacey in motion. Nussmeier looking that way. Now on the wheel, throws it up. Lacey caught it. Did he get down this time? He did. Touchdown LSU.
What they're able to do right here with their best receiver going in motion. Watch the reaction from SC's defense. You want to get a safety on your best receiver, and that's what they do with that motion. You get the safety down, look who has to try to cover that best receiver. Ball's there, he's in position, just doesn't make the play, doesn't finish on the play. He was in position, but the ball gets away from him. Ball almost cut away from Lacey, but he does get a hold of it and gets a foot down for that touchdown.
Remember the opening drive? Lacey was out of the catch.
Offense number 2. That's his first unsportsmanlike foul of the game.
And we are all room to work with. Here is Branch looking for room. Branch has a seam. Goodbye. Oh, I thought he had him. He couldn't. What a play by the kickoff man to get him.
Sports World Las Vegas, and book now at rwlasvegas.com.
Big kickoff return from Branch. Moss tries to pay it off immediately, and he does. He's got Deuce Robinson for the big gain.
Throw by one of the quarterbacks. This time it's Miller Moss.
38 yards on the pickup, and now we've had a bevy of big plays. Moss flips it out, and that was probably the first really inaccurate pass he threw to Jay Fair. Now flags all over.
Instead of taking a guy out.
Personal foul, illegal blindside block. Offense number 8, 15-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
First and goal now from the 20 after the blindside block penalty against Lane. He's pleased to be staying in the game, I'm sure. LSU showing a little heat. Miller Moss in trouble, and Miller Moss knocked free. The ball's on the ground. All the way up to the 24. Here's Moss. This time a screen. Flips it out. There's Branch. You have the kickoff return. Zachariah Branch gets down to the 4-yard line. Man, is he fun to watch.
Really started here on 1st and goal.
It is 3rd and goal now. They try to pay off that great kickoff return from Branch, and then a scintillating play on the screen. Moss firing to the end zone, going the other way. Oh, and he had it for a second. And Kyron Hudson, who made that great catch earlier, looked like that was a really good play by Stamps. A 22-yard field goal attempt is true for
no longer Jason Taylor, just Jason Taylor's son.
And Jason had a good day yesterday. Defensive end coach for Miami Hurricanes after they put it on Florida. First down conversion. Kyron Lacey, who caught the touchdown pass, gets the first down. And there have been solid offensive plays, but these two defenses the last couple of years have been very sieve-like, and it's not the case. They're working for it in this one. Another strike from Nussmeier to Lacey. He's inside the 35 and down to the 32. Nussmeier's taking a back seat to no one and being on target so far tonight. Now he needs 10 on 3rd down. Dumps it to Taylor, and SC is there to stop him immediately. Akili Arnold. Transfer here. They're going to place it down between the 35 and 36. Ramos with the weather on the way. And we are tied at 10 with 1:08 to play here in the first half.
Great one to watch tomorrow night.
And Thomas Castellanos did a really good job last year for Boston College, and now Bill O'Brien taking over. Had a chance to see Bill at a high school camp over the summer out there recruiting. Moss getting some heat. They tried to send it up to the back. Woody Barks broke one tackle, but not the second one. A lot of white shirts there.
Get after Miller Moss.
Moss right down the middle and right on the money finds Mekhi Lemon. That'll be a first down to the 36. And based on pregame warm-ups, they're right on the edge of field goal range already.
Job of just kind of reading this seam and being able to put this football. See late movement by LSU. That's tricky for a lot of quarterbacks. He gets hit by, again, just that pressure, but is zeroed in downfield. Reads that safety moving after the snap, puts the ball right into that seam for a nice completion. Beautiful.
You know, we've been singing Nussmeier's praises, and rightfully so, but Moss's 13-man strength as they have 18 seconds now on the clock after Lincoln called that timeout. Remember, we still have in-helmet communication until 15 seconds on the play clock. Go on the ground. Woody Marks has a seam. Marks inside the 20, and he's knocked down. Clock will stop to move the chains. 12 seconds. We got a big receiver in Jacoby Lane. Time for a shot to the end zone if they want it. Instead, they'll try the run again. Marks tried to slip one tackle, and he's knocked down at about the 12, and with 3 ticks. Now, it is on the way, and he missed it.
I said it. Oh, that's on me. I'm taking that one.
It's early in the season, my man.
I apologize. Lace is out. Good hold. He just missed it. Pushed it right.
One of the things that Lincoln Riley talked about in the offseason. Second half is underway. Burrell drives it deep. It'll be a touchback, and that's 1-3 in this opening possession of the second half. Empty backfield. Marks split out wide. They'll get it out to Mekhi Lemon, and Lemon had it knocked free. Lemon tried to get on top of it just in case it was a backward pass. I think that was pretty clear. They had it. Now the Trojan defense trying to force LSU into a 3-and-out. Nussmeier fires outside, and that is a really good grab by C.J. Daniels, who tried to stretch to get that to the marker. 3rd down and 10. Empty backfield. Miller Moss. Got time. Firing down the middle. This time no one knocks it away from Ford. Ford across midfield into LSU territory before he's finally knocked down. Jordan Allen stops him, and Moss throwing the fade, throwing deep, and flags coming everywhere as they're going to get P.J. Woodland, the youngster, the freshman, on the field in this 3rd down and 5. Moss under heat, down he goes. Pressure in there coming from Savion Jones, and Michael Lanskirk, who's 1 for 2 tonight. A hard outside rush made him flinch on the miss he had from 29. This one from 35. And this time he does not flinch, and he puts USC on top.
We just got to finish now.
What are you excited about for your NFL debut next weekend in Tampa?
Man, to be able to play in the NFL. That's what I'm most excited about.
Look who's loose. It's John Emery back at LSU, and the former highly touted high school running back who's had a start
here with Frazier and Jones. Yep, Holly, tell him thank you. That was awesome to hear from him. But what a good job here of getting upfield by Emery. Waited patiently for the box to clear, and then right away is able to get north and south with that speed. And what a great job to see him. You know, he had the ACL last year against Florida, has worked his way back.
He didn't deserve to be interrupted. Do you know how many people he interrupted with plays like that during his career at LSU? Back to Emery. Why not? Emery slamming inside the 20. He's got an LSU first down, it would appear.
How about pulling the big left tackle?
Throw. He's got Aaron Anderson. Anderson has a path to the end zone, and LSU is back on top late in the third. Make it 17-13 and a 4-point edge, and he does.
A quick out. The timing is perfect by Nussmeier, but after he makes his throw, watch the collision by two USC defenders. I mean, there's a chance there, very, very good chance that he's not going to get to the end zone. Maybe a chance to try to keep him short of the first down. But after the ball is thrown, nice ball, nice catch, and then the two defenders run into each other, makes it very easy for him.
Some havoc in that defensive front. Now look at this lineup. We've got one guy with his hand down. That's Paris Shand, and he's right over the center. This is pass rushing guys, but only three of them. Shand gets right to Miller Moss, and he hits him, but Miller delivers it in time, but it'll be well short of the first down. Catch made by Deuce Robinson. Being able to finish his career in a place that's been important to him, and boy, he's had an impact in this game tonight as Nussmeier flips it out there, and the aforementioned Mr. Emery is becoming a go-to guy.
And just to remind people, and I know LSU fans know this, now they show pressure again. That's 7 guys up tight.
They brought in Mason Taylor to help handle it. He doesn't go out into the route, and he does. And thrown out of the backfield, complete to Josh Williams and Kamari Ramsey, who's made several plays in the open field tonight. Lemon in motion. Moss throwing the glass, finds McCree, and late McCree, who's had some big plays tonight.
Behind it with a perfectly executed pass there by Miller Moss.
Well, McCree had an injured knee in bowl practice, came back quickly. So good to have the pads on. He's made an impact tonight. Boy, Moss is feeling all kinds of heat. And how in the world did he get that in there? Jacoby Lane with the grab. Trying to give SC the lead back. Moss down the middle. Another completion and another USC first down. This time it's Cade Eldridge. They get lined up. Play clock now at 5. Third down, and they got up on him, and they'll have to use a timeout. SC organized. They need 6 on third down. And you think it might have been 4-down territory, but into the backfield to make the stop is Whittards on 4th down in LSU territory. Moss fires, and it's batted away again, and this time it was intercepted. I'm not sure he controlled it. Weeks again had it in his hands, and it was stripped away.
Brings that blitz. Savion Jones eventually came free to knock it loose. It looked like Weeks had possession just for maybe a step or two.
That's going to be the question here, Kirk, is to see.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, number 8, for taking his helmet off in the field of the play. 15-yard penalty, first down, timeout.
Occasionally, he could be a superstar and just continue to get more and more reps.
Nussmeier on 2nd down, fires underneath. They've got it complete, and out there to a tight end there very high on Kamorion Pimpton. LSU lines up quickly. Give to Emery, and he is hit in the backfield, and he didn't get there. Both of these defenses standing up and making stops in the fourth quarter. But remember, in college football this year, there is a 2-minute timeout, which would give the Trojans or LSU another stoppage should they need it. Miller Moss back to work, firing, got Kyron Hudson. Hudson into LSU territory inside the 45. Hey, and Herbie, Miller Moss just went over 300 yards for the night. He's trying to give his team the lead. Pressure off the edge, but they get loose. It's Woody Marks. Marks bouncing off tacklers inside the 30 and down to about the 28-yard line. Another explosive play for the Trojans.
Free play.
He caught Major Burns offsides. Moss going to try to make him pay. Throwing to the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Jacoby Lane. Now the point after to make it a 3-point game. Nestled it inside that right up.
Blake Baker, we've been bragging about how aggressive he is. This is the pressure right here. But by bringing this pressure, look at the two corners and safeties right here. Look at this matchup and what happens as far as the safety. He's got to make a tough decision. Moss knows he's got a free play. The safety here kind of gets turned. He works back to the inside. He elects to go to the outside, which is a tougher throw. But because he put it up and over the receiver and let him run underneath it, it's a heck of a job of using his body by Jacoby Lane there and then pushing off late because the ball's thrown over that outside shoulder, gets that late separation for the touchdown. What a throw
from both of these defenses. Play clock getting on top of him. Nussmeier gets it off. Needs to pick up the first down here. He's got a wide open Anderson, and he's into USC territory. Aaron Anderson knocked down inside the 30, and Nussmeier comes up with a huge play to Aaron Anderson. On 2nd and 10, backfield's empty. Nussmeier stands in, fires to the outside, and the catch is made by Xavier Thomas for the opening drive of the game. Can they get another? Flag flying, Nussmeier throwing, and ball is broken up, intended for Kyron Lacey.
Illegal shift. Offense, number 18 and number 2. The penalties decline, brings up 4th down.
It looked like Kyron Lacey to me was a little.
On the way and right down the strip here in Las Vegas, and we are tied at 20.
Understanding down and distance, having a little bit of urgency, but not doing anything crazy here.
LSU would like to get pressure but keep everything in front of them. They're able to do so, but that'll be a 1st down. Jacoby Lane.
Back. Lined up on the left side of the offense.
They'll run the ball and get the 1st down. They tried to do that in the first half to stop the clock, and they didn't get the 1st down and kept rolling. Boy, could they use those right now? I'm sure they're thinking. See if Moss can make up for it. Throws back to Kyron Hudson, who smartly steps out of bounds with 22 seconds to go.
Rotate some fresh D linemen in.
See if they can get heat on Moss. Only rushing 3. Ball is batted down. It's incomplete. 18 seconds remain. 15 seconds
Every
to go.
yard counts, right? Oh, now they get movement.
But now they're pointing at Noah again, but that was after the defensive shift on the defensive line.
False start.
Okay, we're not going back to the sideline after
Offense,
that.
number 77. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Well, Noah got a 2nd down and 15. Got to get it into field goal range. Moss throwing to Hudson. Hudson takes a big hit, but he got the hut. What a catch again. That's 2 spectacular catches, and there's a flag down.
The result of the play is a 1st down. Personal foul. Targeting. Defense number 2. The previous play is under further review. 15-yard penalty. Automatic 1st down.
Defense, Sage Ryan does not reroute. The reason that's important is because without rerouting and jamming him here, look how he gets by. Now you've got a window in this area right here between the safety and the corner. By not getting hands on him to slow him down, it gives him a chance to get into that window, and then the safety comes over late. And I think we figured out Kyron Hudson.
Yep.
He just likes to make the crazy catch.
Make it hard.
He likes to make that crazy catch.
The ruling on the field of a catch is stands. The ruling on the field of targeting is confirmed. Number 2 is disqualified for the remainder of the game.
To Southern. Woody Marks might make it a moot point, and he does. Talk about all the field goals, and Woody Marks rumbles into the end zone, and USC is on top with 8 seconds to play.
We thought they were setting up for a potential game-winning field goal, but instead it's a touchdown. Remember, we just saw Gilbert thrown out of the game for targeting. Well, his replacement right here is a safety, Jordan Allen, who's been in and out of the game. And this time he kind of gets caught up in the tight end. You'll see great job on that left side. Good job on the left side of being able to do what they needed to do to open up the hole. But really, it was the safety that, to me, gets lost. He's looking at the tight end. He follows the tight end. And instead of being able to fill that hole, it still would have been a nice gain, but it wouldn't have been a touchdown. So eyes are in the backfield. Good job on the left side. Predominantly Pregnon, that left guard, just drilling down in that big, powerful LSU defensive line. And how about Marks to transfer from an SEC school, Mississippi State, potentially gets the game-winning touchdown for the Trojans.
Book ended this game with touch. They wait to do it from scrimmage. They'll do it from scrimmage. No need to bring disaster into the equation. Trojan defense is 55 to 60 yards away from the line of scrimmage. Nussmeier throws an interception, and that's how it's going to end. Mason Cobb picks it off, and the Trojans will have a victory. And what a way to christen USC in the Big Ten.
You play your heart out for LSU, and you got to pick up and get ready to go the rest of the year. I guess they're going to review this or look at that to make sure he had possession of it. But I applaud the coaches and the athletic directors to take.
And there are very few, you don't want to make too much out of one game, but there are very few who viewed the Trojans as a real top-tier contender in the Big Ten. That might have changed tonight.
Yeah.
Certainly a good first impression and a good start. And USC scores late. And they win it over LSU and Brian Kelly 27-20. There have been some consternation among the Trojan faithful.